Hello everyone, it's been a month since my last video, obviously, because now I am 3 months on testosterone, which is incredibly exciting. So this video is going to list all the changes I noticed this month and also some more little updates for you. Just before I get into the changes, I had my 2-month on testosterone blood tests last month and the results came back and it was all good. I had to send them off myself because it's quicker to do that. I sent them off myself to my endocrinologist, Dr. Coxon, and he replied back super quick and he just said that my testosterone levels still aren't within range yet. So I think they were like 12 and they have to be between 15 and 20, I think. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not too sure, but he said something about being between 15 and 20. So my dose has now increased. Instead of 2 pumps that I apply to my shoulders and alternate, I now apply 3, which is fine. It just takes a little bit longer for it to set in, but it's all good. And I'm already noticing the significant changes as I up my dose, and it's only really been a month since I've done that. So the first change, obviously, is my voice. It has now gotten to the point where people notice my voice change. I've seen a few people around my accommodation that I haven't seen in a while and they all noticed my voice change. I've noticed it. My throat hurts all the time in the morning now, and sometimes for some reason it just gets to the point where I really can't be bothered to speak. Like, it's effort to speak, which if you know me, I talk a lot anyway, so it's a bit weird. It hurts to speak sometimes. I'll be in like one of my seminars and I just won't want to speak. And obviously you've got to speak because it's online and it's awkward if you don't. That's my voice change. I'm really happy about. It's finally noticeable. So here's a comparison of my voice change so far.
This is my voice pre-T.
This is my voice 1 month on T. This is my voice 2 months on T. This is my voice 3 months on T. So yeah, as I always say, it's a lot bassier. I don't even know if that's a word. I've discovered that as I've been editing my videos, wondering if it's a word or not. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it's significant now. People have noticed it, which is amazing. Like, I finally got to that point. I mean, I did say that around 3 months people would notice, so it's definitely getting deeper. And I can sort of see my Adam's apple slightly coming in. You probably won't be able to see it on camera, but I feel it sometimes. I know it's coming. I can feel it coming, which is amazing. I'm so excited for that. It's at this point that I would normally talk about my fat cheeks, other than the fact that I'm completely bright red because I'm hot all the time, again. Just ignore the fact that I'm bright red. My cheeks, they seem to have actually shrunk back, which means that my head actually isn't as round as it used to be. It's got more structure. Instead of it being really round, it's now square at the bottom. I'll just put a picture in now. So this was my face pre-T. This was my face 1 month on T. This was my face 2 months on T. And this is my face now 3 months on T. This change is honestly, like, I'm so happy about it because my mum always bullies me saying that I've got a football head, so for it to finally have some structure to it, I'm just loving it. Like, it's amazing. I'm really happy about it. Still on my face, my eyebrows again have got thicker, they've got darker. I notice it in photos now. I'm like, damn, my eyebrows are dark, which is amazing. Again, like, I want dark eyebrows. It just makes you look better, I think. So this was my eyebrows 2 months on T, and this is my eyebrows now 3 months on T. I've noticed there's a bit here that's sort of filled in, which is all good. I'm happy about that. Again, it's a good change. One bad thing about my face is that I've definitely noticed a lot more spots. I always have them coming around this side of my nose and this side and in my nose. And most recently, I'm not sure whether it's because I started a new job and I'm in a face mask like for the 5 hours, but I've been getting like spots around my lips, like massive ones all over my chin. That's a bad thing, but it's manageable. It's easy to deal with. Like, everyone gets spots. It's literally a natural thing. So like I said before, if they get really bad, I can always go on like medication to stop it, but at the moment it's still absolutely fine. When I was taking my transition pictures, I actually noticed that my back has a little bit of acne on it now, which is a bit random because I'm not a spotty person, like I said, so I've got some acne. I think that's just from where I'm so hot all the time and I'm in my binder and it's like, it's grim, like you sweat. So I was expecting that, like it's nothing really that bad. I only just noticed it in the photos, like I don't feel it. It doesn't irritate me, but that's there now. So in terms of body hair, my arm hair sort of seems the same. It might, like, it probably has grown again, but like in photos I don't really notice the difference as much. But my leg hair is starting to get thicker and a bit darker, and I've also noticed that at the start when I first started testosterone, I could only see like my leg hair but like on my knee and below, but now I've got hair growing above my knee, which is fine, like it's cool. So the fact that my leg hair is growing does make me happy because it's just manly, isn't it, to have hairy legs and it keeps you warm. So a thing that I quickly mentioned in the last video was my snail trail. I've noticed it a lot more. It's still like sort of like slightly growing, but like I can feel it and I can see it in the mirror, which is really good. Again, that's what most men have, so I'm excited about that. It's really weird, like to be honest, I feel like my back has got more hair on it, like my stomach has got more hair on it, like everywhere's just got more hair. It's very weird because I'm just not a hairy person, but there you go. That's something I didn't know would happen. Another thing that I keep going on about is like muscle mass, growth, like getting stronger. And again, I've noticed some changes. Like, so I set myself a New Year's resolution to get better at push-ups because at the start of the year, I could not do any. I found out how to do them with correct form, and I've managed to go from doing none to now I can do 15 in one go. Like, it's not massive, but for me, like, I've always been so weak in my body that like I've never been able to do push-ups, but to be able to do them properly, like not on my knees, that is like a nice achievement that I'm proud of. It also means that my chest is getting stronger, which again is good because my focus is working out my chest, so then I can get like the best results possible for top surgery, because I know that it's better to do that so then the surgeon can see where your pectoral muscles are for the nipple placement and scar placement. Within muscle mass, again, I've noticed that my back is getting like, I don't know if it's like broader or like thicker, I don't know, but my back seems to be getting stronger. I've been quite blessed. I've got quite broad shoulders anyway, which is amazing. So I've got quite a masculine figure anyway, but my back has definitely got like broader, and again, my shoulders feel more defined. And I was saying to my flatmates that like when I was first applying my testosterone, I'd sort of apply it, but like I couldn't feel any of my shoulder, like the individual muscles in my shoulder. But now it feels like there's a much bigger area to apply my testosterone to, because it's just a lot bigger, and obviously I've worked out my chest as well. So yeah, my shoulders are getting bigger again. My arms, they're also getting bigger, like biceps. I'm focusing really hard on just getting a nice figure for summer. The fact that I'm finally seeing changes is just amazing with like my muscle growth. Like, I'm so happy. My legs are stronger, like my entire body, like my posture's way better as well. I noticed that when I walk, I'm always like walking up like this now, just because it's drilled into me about my posture and form. But yeah, I'm just really happy, like the way my body's going at the moment. That was all the physical changes I've experienced this month. Now I've got a couple of mental changes. Firstly, as I've mentioned before, my energy levels. I've noticed it so much more this month. Like, I'll be in the kitchen normally until about like 9-10. I've been staying in the kitchen until like midnight and then coming to bed and then falling asleep and then waking up by my alarm and feeling fine, feeling like I've had enough sleep, which is amazing. But sometimes I'm just like, oh, I want to go to bed, I'm tired, but I can't go to bed because then I'll just wake up at like 11 at night and then be wide awake all night, because my body clearly doesn't need as much sleep anymore, which is amazing. I mean, it's going to come in handy when I've got deadlines and I have to work to get them done, I suppose. So it is a good thing. Like, I do like having more energy because then it means I'm more productive, and also for like the gym perspective, it just like I just have more energy to work out and I can push myself harder, which I really like. But yeah, I've got way more energy this month and probably will next month again. So it's finally happened. The moment has finally arrived. The hunger has set in. So I've noticed that if I don't have my dinner really late, like at night, like not late, but like I try and have my food between like 6, 7 and 8. If I have it like really early at like 6 o'clock, I'll eat it, I'll be full, and then I'll just want to snack and then have more food before I go to bed. It's not an amazing thing, but again, I'm trying to manage it. I do snack, but I try and snack on fruit and things like that as well. I also bought these amazing, My Protein, the birthday cake protein bars. They are so good. I really recommend them. They taste amazing. They're a bit hard at the start, but because my cupboards are really warm for some reason, they're really soft now and literally taste like a birthday cake. So I've been eating a lot of those as well. But even though the hunger's finally set in, I'm still trying to manage it. I'm so confused with what my calories should be now. If anyone wants to help me work that out, not in terms of my deficit or anything, it's just like, obviously if you're female, you need less calories than a male, so I don't really know where I sit now in between that category, which is slightly confusing, but at the moment it's still working out fine. Basically, I'm a hungry boy now and I will eat anything in sight if I am hungry. That's all the changes that I have experienced this month. As I expected, there wasn't as many, because when you start testosterone, obviously you've literally got like a body that's never had any of these changes before. Like, all the changes are happening to it, so you've got so much to compare. Obviously my body is still changing, it's only like 3 months. The changes that I will notice will probably start to slow down a bit. Other than like my voice, which I'm so looking forward to having a deep voice. I think it's going in the right direction. I started off on a normal dose of testosterone so that my voice didn't like basically get ruined and go really high pitch but deep, like I know happens to some people. So like the gradual voice drop, I think, is working out for me so far, so I'm just really excited to see the end of that and to just have that voice. But obviously I'm really excited for some more changes, and I hope this video was helpful to some of you. As I always mentioned before, these videos were always really helpful to me for my knowledge around hormones and everything, so even if the video helps like one person, I'll be happy with that. Like, it's just a reference and it's so easy to explain in a video as well. If you want to see more of my transition pictures, I have a private Instagram. It's at translevi. I'll post it right there and it will be in the description below. It's a private account, but as long as you request it, I'll accept it. I basically just post like more updates. You'll see my voice update quicker than you would with a YouTube video, because I'm really disorganized and I never film these on time. This is probably the one time I've actually filmed this video close to my like 3 months on T. But it's all good. I'm learning slowly. If you have any questions, please pop them down in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. Like I said, I make these videos to help out people, so I'll be more than happy to, you know, offer some advice, just help you out in general. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll be sure to upload another video when I'm 4 months on testosterone, and I'm looking forward to all the changes I will notice then.